Hey everybody, this is Tony, our cabin in the woods. Today is, I'm going to say, it's another burn day. It's raining. Been raining all day, still is. What you want, Willow? And what I've done is I've had quite a few people ask questions about what I've done. Questions about the chicken coop. She's trying to get in my lap. Just a lot of questions, so I figured I'm going to use this burn day, rain day, for answering some questions. Anyway, the number one question that I have gotten is, do I hunt the deer? Because I feed them and I bring them all in. Willow, seriously. You want to say hi to everybody? Huh? Okay. Look. Do I hunt the deer? The deal is, no, I don't. I'm not a hunter. Now, if times were tough, really? Can I do this for just a second? What do you want? You want to sit in my lap? Come here. Hold on for a second. All right. This is something she likes to do, sit in my lap. The question is do we hunt? No. What? Look, I'm trying to do something here, and you're getting in my way. It's not all about you. All right, come on, let's get down. Okay. No, I don't hunt the deer. But if times are tough, oh, you little stinker, you. They are there, but that's not it. I don't. At all. They're just fun. These deer have been very friendly from the day that we moved on this property. This was 100% woods, complete woods, all oak. Everybody that lives around us has never, well, I can't say never, because there probably was some people that did hunt them somewhere. All right, no more, get down. And but the thing is, when we clear the property, the deer are around everywhere. They were, while we were building the home, the people that had the log home, building the log home, they were saying they could not believe seeing a deer out back. I'm pointing the other window, it's reversed. Building while, they're standing out there while they're building. I mean, using skill saws, everything. That has been naturally happening with the deer. They're just not scared. I mean, of nobody. I mean, there's actually people out here that shoot their weapons all the time, and they're not running around. They don't run. They're there. I mean, they're just not scared of people. And I've been on this property for 5 years. And we've been feeding them for probably almost those 5 years. When we built the house, on the side, we lived in our camper. On the side of the house, right beside the woods, and right outside our kitchen window, the deer used to bed down. And I mean, I'm not talking 20 feet from the door. Back then, I didn't have a camera. I just had my phone camera, but I wasn't videotaping nothing back then. So I couldn't, I mean, I have a picture of it, but that's it. They're friendly. We don't, even my neighbor next door, now the neighbors to the north of me, the new neighbors, I believe he does. And that's fine. I mean, you got to keep the population down. I have no problem with that. I'm not dissing it. We just enjoy our deer. There's several different groups that run in circles around here, and they're just friendly. It's 2 o'clock, couple more hours. Well, it's been raining. Who knows what they're going to do today? But I could literally be sometime between 4 and 5, guarantee, out there, walk out back. They're there, or I'll call them, and they're just sitting, laying in the woods waiting, and they come walking up. The next thing is, people's asked about Willow. How come they don't see Willow outside walking around on the property, out there with me, and all that? I have a problem with Willow. I love the crap out of her. And the thing is if she sees deer, she's gone. She's been gone. She's run away for 2 hours, 3 hours, and about 2 to 3 hours each time. Yeah, she's chipped, but there's nothing but woods out here to us. Next mile is another road. I mean, who knows what would happen to her. I want to fence my yard in. The north side of the property is fenced. Half of the front is fenced. I was wanting to get the rest of the front done this summer or this winter, but I've been tied up doing the awning. I got sick, and there was my son was building his home, so I was down there helping with that. All my time's been used up, and I still probably have another month and a half, but I need to get this awning done for the RV. We've got storms will be coming in here this spring, hail and a lot of rain. That RV needs to be covered up. It's just me building it. There's no one else helping. I mean, everybody else works, and I don't expect my kids to miss work to be out here. That's just the way it is. I'll get it done. The welding, my son will come out, he'll get it done. The back needs to be fenced in. There's never been a fence back there, and that's where the deer come from, out in that direction. But I'll probably have to, this property's been surveyed, but I'll have to find a way to be able to run a straight line, because you're going through woods, and to run a fence line. So anyway, the next one, I just did cover the awning. I am building an awning. That's for the cover the camper. Severe storms. We just had the camper removed out of the RV place. They had to rebuild. The slide out floor was all rotted, and the camper just needs to be covered. I have telephone poles. The other question is why am I making it out of metal, the roofing and stuff? The question, not wood, is wood would be cheaper. The deal is I have a lot of steel C-channel pieces, a couple of beams. I have a lot of the 3-inch C-channel from the building, my garage. Why not use what I got? And that's what I'm doing. It's not much more to make it metal. I've checked, and it really is not much more. So I use what I've got and clean up. The next one I had was why did I make my greenhouse a chicken coop that's up front? I did have it for 1 year, the greenhouse, and this past spring we had, I don't remember, I think it was 70 or 90 mile an hour winds come, and it literally blew out all the plastic windows. They just tore them out of there, and I don't remember, there was like 11 sheets gone. I was trying to find them. Somebody did tell me that I can get them cheaper through Amazon. And yeah, I know, I seen that. But the next question I have is, okay, I got this year coming up. We have those winds all the time here. All the time here. And I'm on top of a rolling hill. I am the highest property in this area all the way around me. So I hit the most winds. That's why I've got a windmill I want to put up. I mean, we got trees around us, but we get hit with a lot of wind when it's bad. So my idea was, well, you know what? I've got chickens, and I always said that it's good to have your chickens in your garden. They can tear it all up, work on your garden for you. They can put their poop in there, their compost in there, and do their deal. So they're there for the fall, they're there for winter, and they're there for very early spring, and I'll pull them back out, and I'll move them back where they were. The chicken coop / garden barn can be storage for garden stuff during the summertime. My greenhouse, actually, in my garage is very big, and I had an area set up. I had a bunch of silver bubble wrap kind of hanging, and I enclosed a couple of big tables, and I put seeds and everything in there, and I grew my seeds in the garage last year, and it worked perfect. So I'll do the same again this year. I decided I didn't need the greenhouse out there, so I changed it to the chicken coop for the winter time, fall time. So the next thing I had is where did I get the idea for a pallet door for the chicken coop? It just, boom, light went off in my head. I've got pallets. I've seen other people build stuff with pallets. All right, now I've got a channel that I'm watching. We're talking back and forth a little bit. He's building pallets, above ground gardening with his pallets. They look really sweet. They look great. And so he's doing that. Not only did I build that barn door, I've just finished building a small chicken brooder on wheels, roll it around. Also, our pigs, where the pigs stay, that whole living quarters of the pigs is all pallet wood. And so, and then the roof on that, it's kind of leans down. In the front half, the back is hinged, so I can literally pick up the front half. I got a board that stands up, holds the roof up, and so I can climb in there, clean it out, do what I need to do if I need to get in there, and then I can put it down. I'm going to make a video on the pig pen I made for him, the little building, and it's pallet wood. I had all that for free. The metal roof is the only thing I had to buy. I had everything else. Let's see here. Pigs. They've been asked where are my pigs, so I mentioned about them. Yes, we had pigs. I've had them 2 separate times, and our pigs, the last set were my kids. They split a pig, and my father-in-law. I actually had a pig for us, and that one pig that we got, it was only like not even, maybe I had it less than a month, a few weeks, and it got bit by a snake in the back of the neck, right where, I guess, where the vet said one of the, a vein or something behind the ear and the neck. The most damage that would happen for a pig to be bit was there. And I didn't know that until when I found the pig had passed away the next morning, and I went to roll it around to get it out of there because I didn't know what had happened. And then I seen a wet area up behind the neck and ears, and I actually brushed off, and I can literally see 2 puncture wounds at the neck. And the only thing I can think of is the pig must have walked in there and bedded down on top of the snake, and the snake bit it, and that's what happened. Thank God the snake wasn't there when I was when I found the pigs, because I was in there with them. But so those 2 pigs are now gone, and I actually am in the process of trying to find pigs. I want to, my first set of pigs, actually I've had 3 sets, but my second set was Chesters. A Chester, I can, from 25 pounds to 4 months, 4.5 months, I can grow a pig out to 300 pounds. I had those Duroc, I think they were this past time, the red ones looking. I got them because they say they can handle the heat a lot better the summertime, and so that's why I got them. Well, I didn't read that they grow slower. It's a cousin of a Chester, and that's why I got it. I thought, all right, no big deal, won't be no problem. Well, they grow slower. And it took me about 6 months to grow that pig out for to 300. One was 330, the other one was 360, and so that's what happened with them. So I am looking for a Chester. But I've mentioned a couple of videos, I'm trying to find a Poland China, and I want to breed the Chester Poland China together. I want to give those pigs, they are longer, they are bigger, and I've had some of that before, and I like it. So I'm in the process of, that's what I'm trying to do. Actually, I want to keep a female, so I think it's a sow, Poland China. Keep her here, and then you know, breed with a male Chester, and then just rotate them out. The Poland China pigs can go. The guy I had talked to out of Arkansas says that he gets between 15 and 20 piglets each time. And that's probably where I'm going to go to get them again. And I didn't save the phone number, so I'm waiting for him to relist so I can go back out there. And I'll go drive Arkansas and go pick them up because I can't find them around here, and I've been looking. That's with the pigs. The goats, they're out there. They're just there for right now. I guess you'd say as pets. I do have 3 females. I have 2 males. They are weathered. The one female and Jimmy, Lily and Jimmy came together as a pair. Jimmy is weathered. He was that way, I guess, from what the owner of Jimmy beginning said. There was a medical issue, and they had to do that to that pig, to Jimmy the goat. So they're together, but they were also the ones that brought me a male goat, a buck. And he was over while those people had those goats, had taken a vacation. He left me his buck over for about 2 weeks. And so I had him, and Lily got pregnant, and we ended up having 3 kids. We've got Precious, we've got Daisy, and we have Haas. They all grew. Lily was able to feed the goats out, and it was pretty hard on her to do it with 3. And I tried to sell and get rid of Haas because that was a male. I did not want to ban him. And at that time, he was just getting at the age where they can get pregnant again. And I just did not want no more baby goats right now, no more kids. I'm not ready to have that part going yet. I've got too many projects happening. When projects are done, I mean, we're always got projects, homesteaders, but I'm talking big ones, where I don't have to spend my whole day or half a day out with the goats and whatever it may be. When I have just animals, I'll be cruising, I'll be good. But so I couldn't find nobody, so I had to have him banded, and I did not want to do that. So both males are banded, and right now they're out there. I will be breeding. They're Nigerian dwarf goats. They're precious goats. They're beautiful goats. They're just great. They get along good. They're quiet. The only time they get noisy when they see me. They know it's feed time. So when they start doing their noise, but as soon as I feed them, they're done. The goats do have a water system out there for them, so they get water on their own. I get a little bucket, unless it's cold and freezing. All the animals that's out there, they're chicken coops, they all have their own water system. I don't have to bring them water. Come winter time though, I have to turn it off so nothing freezes and breaks. But the pigs have their own water nippler, the chicken coops have their own self-watering, and the goats have their own self-watering. Turkeys, they've asked, where's the turkeys? Well, I just processed both turkeys. I get broad-breasted turkeys. The first bunch was white. And once again, I didn't know this. You've got the white and the bronze. My first set of turkeys, I grew them out to 28 and 30 pounds each. The second set, I got bronze. Well, I kept them for the same time frame, but they didn't get as big. They actually were right around 20 to 21 pounds each. So I did some reading and to find out the bronze grows slower like the pigs did. And the guy told me when I was looking, and I found him just by accident because I was looking for a broad-breasted turkey. He said, I've got bronze with the same turkey. It's just bronze. Well, it's not. They grow slower. So I will be, actually my wife said she likes them not as big as what we were because the 28 and 30 pound just barely fit in the stove. So I think that's going to cover it with the turkeys. Turkeys, I'm good. I got one left that's in the freezer. We actually, wife got one from work, and we're going to smoke a turkey this weekend on the grill. So we'll be doing that. I think I've covered everything. I talked about the chickens, the pallet door I talked about, the pigs, the turkeys, awning, the fencing, the deer. I think that's about it. Willow, she gave up, and she's laying right down here by my feet. She's a good girl. We're actually going to be going to a meetup here. It's going to be Dutch from Keeping It Dutch is having Kevin for Hidden Heights are doing a meetup. I think it's Dutch is doing a meetup, but Kevin's helping them out. Up in Pryor, Oklahoma, March 28th. We will be going up there. From here, it's only a couple hour drive, so we have no problem going up there. And it'll be a good meetup. There'll be a lot of people up there, and I'll be glad to meet some more people. A lot of people I follow from Oklahoma said they're going to be there. So when I've asked them if I'm going to be there, we will be there. And I don't think Willow can get on the fairgrounds because I'd bring her with me over there. But I don't know. We're thinking. We're not too sure yet. But that's what's going on right now. Burn day, and they say maybe snow layer, but I don't think so. All right, well, I'm going to get going. We're going to call this good, and you all have a great day. If you have any more questions, please ask, comment, emails on there, on the description. Subscribe, share with everybody. Hit the little bell icon that gives you notification whenever I put a new video out. Thumbs up always, that helps out too. And just share with everybody. I've enjoyed doing this. It's been fun. And that's it. All right, you'll have a great night. And thanks for the questions. Any more, send them to me. Thanks a lot.